The last time that I saw a WrestleMania main event that did not involve Roman Reigns, I was in 8th grade. I'm a college freshman now. But the last time the WWE had a main event at WrestleMania that did not involve Roman Reigns was WrestleMania 30, when Daniel Bryan won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This year, WrestleMania 35, the expected main event is Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. I mean, I guess you can make it a fatal four-way, put Roman in there. I got like $50 on Becky making him tap, to be honest. Like, she's on a roll. But one of the key reasons that Roman is not main eventing WrestleMania this year was his unfortunate leukemia announcement in October, where at the time it was expected that he was going to defend the Universal title against his cousin, The Rock. Now, you can always do that next year. Like, to be honest, like, that's a Roman Reigns main event that I really want to see. His last couple main events wasn't really that interesting. I was kind of like the Brock Lesnar one from WrestleMania 31, but besides that, the Triple H and Undertaker and the other Brock one, wasn't too big a fan of, to be honest. Just wasn't my cup of tea. But fortunately, Roman will be back for this year's WrestleMania, but who's he gonna face? The Universal title match is set with Brock versus Rollins. They probably don't want to have Roman beat Balor for the Intercontinental title, and then he's on Raw, so the WWE Championship and United States title is kind of out of the picture. But R-Truth versus Roman Reigns for the US title, I mean, I would see that. I would kind of like it.
What would John Cena do?
Shoulders down!
Let's do it!
But that does beg the question of who's Roman actually going to face at this year's WrestleMania. So I just want to talk about that on YouTube. So here are 5 wrestlers that Roman Reigns could face at WrestleMania 35. Honorable mentions, this one is definitely not going to happen, but you know, you can always dream. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose versus the Revival for the Raw Tag Team Championships. I can give you about 20 reasons to why this is definitely not going to happen. Dean Ambrose is most likely leaving the WWE, so they're not going to put a title on him. Also, Ambrose is kind of heel, kind of not. He's a tweener, so like putting a tag team title on him with Roman after the last time he won those tag team titles, he turned on his last partner. Also, that would just give the Revival a reason to go to AEW, because they just want to find any reason possible. But it is something to think about. I mean, if it happened, I wouldn't be upset, honestly. I would be a little upset, because I love the Revival, but you never know. Number 5, Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin. Yeah, this is not something I really want to see. I don't think a lot of people are really thinking like, oh my god, Roman's back, put him with Baron! But there is a good reason of why WWE could potentially have Roman versus Baron Corbin at WrestleMania. Literally, look at the entire roster in WWE. Who gets boos like no one else does on the roster? Baron Corbin. He's the purest of all heels because pretty much everyone actually hates Baron Corbin. If it's for the reason behind his gimmick, or maybe it's him in the ring, or maybe you just don't like him because of his character, you know, you're just going with the times. Baron Corbin, in relation to anyone else on the roster, gets the most boos. So to go ahead and put more heat on Baron Corbin, have him insult Roman a bunch, it'll just make Roman look like a better guy, looks like a superhero and stuff, and then have him just beat Baron at the opening of WrestleMania. Have we ever seen a squash match open WrestleMania before? I don't think so. So Roman versus Baron, I mean, Roman just like squashes him in like maybe 10 minutes. It would be kind of cool to pop the crowd because people want to see Roman again, and it kicks off WrestleMania a little feel-good moment. Number 4, refereeing Rollins versus Brock Lesnar. While the Baron idea is actually something that could happen, this one is most likely not, but there is actually a good reason behind it. One of the main focuses behind Rollins even going for this Universal title was to beat Brock Lesnar because, you know, he's defending his brother and whatnot. On top of also proving he's still Seth freaking Rollins, who can beat anyone and everyone and be the greatest guy in WWE. But given Rollins and Reigns' history of them being part of the Shield and then Rollins turning on Roman and Dean, on top of their WWE Championship feud and their match at Money in the Bank was something oh so good. Wow, that match was really good. It will be a feel-good moment. Roman could spear Brock and then Rollins hits him with a curb stomp, and bada boom, Rollins is your brand new Universal Champion. Roman hands him the title, they hug, they do all that lovey-dovey crap, and then we all just feel good inside. And that has to be Brock Lesnar's last match. Like, after that, I can't see him again. Like, just leave. Bye-bye. Get out. It would just be one of those moments you can replay back in history in case of one of these guys turn heel and then have another title match. You were my brother, and then you were my enemy, and you're my brother again, and now I hate you. Give me that belt. Number 3, John Cena. You would think because both these guys are the biggest names in WWE right now, they would at least have like rumored matches for WrestleMania about now, right? But neither one of them do. Now, it's weird to say, but Brock Lesnar has probably done more in WWE in the past year than John Cena has. At least while John Cena wasn't on WWE television, he was filming movies, unlike Brock Lesnar, who was probably like cattling sheep or cows. Or what else can be cattled? Turtles on your farm out in South Dakota. Another battle between these two would be something that the crowd would definitely want to see. Because the first match of No Mercy, while the hype for the match was pretty real, the match itself wasn't all that. But like the build up to it was really good. So having these two go for each other's throats on a microphone every single week lead up to WrestleMania, I would want to see it because it produces some great segments. Number 2, Drew McIntyre. One of the few wrestlers that has been called up from NXT and actually has been doing something every single week on Raw. Even if it wasn't that significant, he's still been doing stuff every single week, is Drew McIntyre. The next battler, McIntyre definitely has to rank up somewhere in those lines of top NXT call-ups. The guy came on the scene, won the Raw Tag Team titles, was automatically pushed to the almost main event level, and he even tapped out Kurt Angle. Like, tapped out Kurt Angle with an ankle lock. Like, he's doing something right. But his ideology that he is still this disguised psychopath, I mean, okay, if he's gonna be a psychopath, let's make him one. Let McIntyre embrace being a psychopath and let him just be a total jerk and a-hole. Let him bring up Roman's leukemia. Not saying it to say like I wish it died or anything. That is like far. Ambrose already did that. We don't need to hear that again. That's a little much. But if this man is gonna be considered a Scottish psychopath, make him a psychopath. And you're guaranteed to get a good match out of him. I mean, Roman is a solid performer. McIntyre is exceptionally good. And since Batista's the only other really jacked up dude that's there, but he's kind of busy with Triple H for WrestleMania, Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns. I want to see it. If it happens, I'll be happy. But also, I kind of want to see number 1 as well. Number 1, Dean Ambrose. If you want to write Dean Ambrose out of the company and also have Roman have a really good comeback, this is literally writing itself. You already have a good base of the story of Ambrose turning on Rollins the same day Roman announced he had leukemia. You already have that promo from Ambrose where he talked about Roman seeing God and stuff. That was a little much, but hey, but you already started, you might as well finish it. Now I know Ambrose has slowly turned face, he's about to rejoin the Shield and about to reunite at Fastlane probably, but at Fastlane literally just have Ambrose turn on Reigns and there you go, just start building right there. You guys still have a solid 4 to 5 weeks to still build that match, so like you can go ahead and start now. Let Ambrose get all the heel he could possibly get from a crowd that's probably still gonna like him a little bit because like he's still Dean Ambrose, but also you can pretty much do whatever you want with him because he's about to leave the company soon, so go ahead and push the lines all you want with him. Let it be like a last man standing match or no holds barred match. Like that is a match that's made for these two people. And there's so much history between these men, they can have like different callbacks, like different eras of the Shield or different times during their own single runs, maybe even a callback from their 2015 Survivor Series match for the WWE Championship. There's so many things you can do because there's so much history between these men. Plus Reigns and Ambrose are friends in real life, so they're gonna make sure they bring the best out of each other. To that point where Roman can have that WrestleMania classic match. Roman will obviously win, Ambrose will lead WWE, and Roman gets elevated more and more until you probably end up putting the title back on him. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and make sure to like, comment, share, or subscribe, and we outie.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love, and that's